Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Marvel Legendary Legacy Adventure. Last time we defeated the Beyonder by ourselves with no help from anybody else. And today we're moving on to battle number 4 in Doctor Strange's hero path, Way of the Weird. Magic always has a price, and Doctor Strange hasn't paid his tab in quite some time. Employing powerful and dark magics to protect the Earth as Sorcerer Supreme must have consequences, but Stephen's been shirking these, side effects be damned. Unbeknownst to him, in a dark and forgotten cellar of the Sanctum Sanctorium, it's hard to say, all the worst pieces of the pain and suffering he should be experiencing and all the darkest parts of his soul accumulate and begin to take on a life of their own. They form a shapeless, amorphous, symbiotic mass of vileness and hate. Will Doctor Strange finally be forced to confront the worst parts of himself, or will he sweep them under the rug of his soul once more? So today we're facing Doctor Strange. He always leads the defenders, except not today because always leads groups are for cowards. Command Strike, reveal the top 3 cards of the adversary deck, put the adversary you revealed with the highest printed attack on top of that deck, then play a plot twist from among the cards you revealed, and then put the rest of those cards on the bottom of that deck in a random order. So he's got a really low attack, but his Command Strike can be pretty annoying, especially if he speeds up the game by playing a lot of twists. The scheme is Hidden Heart of Darkness. Set up 8 twists, shuffle the Mastermind tactics into the villain deck as villains. Special rules: if there are no tactics in the city, you can win the game by fighting the Mastermind card. Twist: each player shuffles a tactic from the victory pile into the villain deck. Any player who did so draws 2 cards. Then investigate the villain deck for a tactic, and that tactic enters the city. Reveal all the cards you investigated. Evil ones with 2 tactics escape. So just make sure you deal with the Mastermind tactics, which shouldn't be too hard because they only have 8 attack. And today we're facing the Fear Lords, the Sapien League, and the Lords of the Netherworld, and we're playing as Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange, Wong, Master of the Mystic Arts, and Venomized Doctor Strange. So we got a lot of strange people over here. We're not allowed to replace these 2, but we are allowed to replace these 3. I want to replace Wong with Richter. Not because I think Wong would be bad here. In fact, there's so much range in the setup that I think Wong would be pretty good here. Assuming I can keep the bridge cleared. But this is just a cheap 4 attack card, and Sunlight should be relatively easy to do here. So Wong would be pretty good. It's just that I like Richter. I like Richter a lot. And I never get to use him that often anymore, and whenever I do use him, I lose. So I want to lose, so I'm going to bring him in. But every single card in this setup is ranged or instinct. So if there was ever a time to bring in Richter, oh boy is this the time to bring in Richter. And I get a little bit of extra KO from Trace the Fault Lines. I just like Richter, man. I don't know why. I just have a soft spot for this dude. And I don't really know why. I don't even know the character. I just like him. So this should be easy. Now that I say that, it's probably going to not be easy, but it should be easy. So I'm going to click this button and see what happens. Ooh. Wait, I have a 6-2 split on both sides? What the fuck? That's an interesting start. I need to mulligan this. I'm supposed to do this before I draw my cards and stuff like that, but the way that the automation works doesn't really lend itself to that. Okay, I can set aside all cards that cost 7 or more, refill, and then shuffle them back into the hero deck. You can't mulligan once the game has already started, but because of the way the automation works, I would mulligan this anyways, so there's too many rares. Okay, and then shuffle them back into the hero deck. This is a very unfortunate recruit start, because I don't have anything to spend all this recruit on, you know? I mean, I guess I can buy this. It's just a 1 recruit card for now, but getting Digest 2 usually doesn't take that long. Okay, what does this side want to do? There's a decent amount of card draw in this setup. I guess I could take double Underground Cave in just to get a decent amount of attack. Try and get a lot of attacks super early, and maybe I can just win before a tactic comes out. But this is more attack, right? And okay, I can buy that next. I can buy that next turn. Just a 4 attack card, and then try to get the ritual completed. Getting this ritual is basically a guaranteed way to fight the Mastermind, or a way to fight a Mastermind tactic. Ambush. Choose a player to make a demonic bargain with Umar to KO a hero of their choice from the HQ. What is a demonic bargain again? Player chosen discards the top card of their deck. If the card cost is higher than 0, the player gains a wound as well as the bargain effect. Okay. I guess it should be the right side because I want to make sure I get this in the shuffle, right? Okay, I'll choose the right side. So they discard the top card of their deck. If it costs more than 0, I gain a wound, and then I KO a hero from the HQ. Probably Underground Cave-In. Yeah, I like everything else here. I could have KO'd something better, and then with this fight effect would be better, but that's fine. Okay, Scheme Twist. Each player shuffles a tactic from their victory pile into the villain deck. Any player who did so draws 2, then investigate the villain deck for a tactic, and that tactic enters the city. Reveal all the cards you investigated. Okay, there's no tactic here. Do I want to put the Master Strike on the bottom? The strike effect is pretty annoying. This could be a way to tuck Mastermind tactics, but if a twist comes out alongside of it, the twist happens first, and then the rest of the cards go on the bottom of the deck in a random order. So the twist would bring out the tactic. I think I want to tuck the Master Strike on the bottom. Oops. It's not... I don't really know. It feels like it could be good to get a Master Strike out, but it feels a little bit risky. I could buy this too, but I don't have the Digest yet. Oh yeah, Doctor Strange, the MCU one, is going to be really good with this setup because there's a lot of ways to manipulate the top of the villain deck. And he has a lot of stuff that looks up the villain deck. Ambush. Despair enters the astral plane and captures a bystander. I could fight you. Get a KO. Alternatively, I could buy one of these. Oh, this gets me 2 KOs. That might push things... Yeah, that might push me to fight him instead of buying... I would probably buy a 4 to try and complete the Grand Ritual online. Also, this puts this online. So I will fight you for 5. Oh, no, it doesn't, because this enters the astral, or enters the city. So fight KO a hero, then this enters the city, ignoring his fight ambush effects. Then when I rest this bystander, I can KO one of my heroes. Take the Richter card. It should be very good. This is like the main reason I brought in Richter is this card, so I should probably buy it, right? Okay, Master Strike. Reveal the top 3 cards of the adversary deck. Put the adversary revealed with the highest printed attack on top of that deck. Then play a plot twist from among the cards revealed and put the rest of those cards on the bottom of the deck in a random order. Okay, this is a villain. So this goes on top. Then play a plot twist from among the cards you revealed. Investigate the villain deck for a tactic and that tactic enters the city. Where is this currently? I mean, am I revealing the top card and this? Or am I revealing the 2 top cards? What is happening here? This was the 3rd card revealed. So it should be on top of the villain deck, but on top of this is the adversary I revealed. Because it goes on top of the deck. How does this work? Does this count as being in the deck currently? I guess I'm gonna play it like it's still, like... Okay, so the wording is reveal, so this is like here. And then this goes on top, so this is like here, right? So I'm gonna choose to believe that it's both of these. So investigate the villain for attacking the tactic enters the city. And then put the rest of the cards on the bottom of the deck in a random order. Okay, cool. 2 of these things escaping and I lose, so hopefully I can avoid that. Going to fight you for 3. Fight, KO one of my heroes, then reveal the top card of the villain deck if it's a henchman villain. Play it. I'm going to KO a trooper. Or am I? Yeah, I kind of need to get some stuff, right? Then reveal the top card of the villain deck if it's a henchman villain. Play it. It's not. I could buy this. I do have you. I'm honestly considering buying an officer. Is that dumb? Might be a little bit dumb. I would really like to get to another one of these if possible, and I want to get to both of these. Yeah, I'll buy 1 officer as a treat. I do not have digest. This is going to whiff. 2 attack, investigate for a card that's ranged under instincts. Yeah. Trying to decide where I want to put these. I guess it doesn't really matter. I put them on the bottom. It does matter, I just don't want to think about it too hard. Okay, I shatter a villain in the sewers. I fight this for 1. Or do I? Hold on. Because this is just gonna... I'm not gonna be able to recruit whatever this comes out as, so... Maybe I fight you to get a KO. And get me closer to this happening. Or this one. This pushes this closer to escaping though, which is kind of scary. But I'll fight you for 5. Fight KO a hero, then if Despair was in the astral plane, it enters the city. It was not in the astral plane. 3 recruit. I'll buy one of these on this side. Aha. I don't really have a ton of the Illuminati ones yet, though, do I? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't think I have any of the Illuminati Doctor Stranges yet, so that one's a little less impressive than I would like. Okay, I do have Digest now on this side, so one recruit, Digest, draw a card. Damn, this is close. I can send a shield hero undercover this turn. I should buy a 4? Or I could buy Richter. Which one of these 4s do I want? Local Levitation's nice. This one's also nice. Both of these are nice. I might be able to get extra recruit if I fight this one. That would let me get to another Complete the Grand Ritual. I think that's worth trying. I'm just really worried that this tactic is going to escape, which would be not ideal. I mean, the right side can fight that next turn. That would make it less likely that this escapes. This is greedy, but I think I'm going to do it. Fight you for 5. Fight, draw 2, then if Dreamstalker was in the city, it enters the Astral Plane. And I do have enough recruits to buy Complete the Grand Design. Wait, I had enough recruit to do it anyways. I forgot I had 1 recruit from this. Whoops. Well, in that case, I'm missing this hero or shield here from hand undercover. I'll send this one undercover in that case. I think I have plenty of recruit now with this one. Fighting this makes this escape, which kind of sucks. That actually very sucks. Maybe I don't do that. That's a bad idea, because then this will escape if I don't. Yeah, I need to fight this. I'm gonna fight this for 2. Fight, reveal top card of the hero deck. I may spend recruit equal to its cost to have a player of a choice gain. If I don't, it enters the Astral Plane. So this escapes. The escape KO happens first, and then each player discards down to 4. That's not good. But I might send Victoria undercover next turn. I could buy this over here. I don't have any Illuminati though, so it's not great. I'll just buy a sidekick. Ambush. Choose a player to make a demonic bargain with Satanish and reveal the top card of the hero that can gain its cost 4 or less. Right side's the less likely side to get a wound from this, so... Okay. Reveal the top card of the hero that can gain its cost 4 or less. Alright. Not gonna complain about a good old Trace default lines. I think it's time to send Victoria undercover. This side has gotten thin enough. This tactic is going to escape, and there's nothing I can do about that. That's so bad. I played this way too greedy. Yeah, I think it's time to send Victoria undercover. buy these two. Well, not this turn, I can't buy both, but buy them eventually to help me get the ritual. I may send this hero or shield hero from my hand into cover. I think it's time. Goodbye, Victoria. You've served me well. That's also very good on the left. Okay, we have an escape. Choose a player to make a demonic bargain with Umar to gain a hero of their choice that costs 0 or less from the KO pile. Well, first I need to KO something from in here. I'm going to KO this one. And the right side will do it because the left side's kind of trying to do a thing. Gain the wound and gain a card that costs 0 from the KO pile. Alright, this is about to escape and I can't really do anything about it, unfortunately. I could fight this, but I think I would rather buy this. Okay, Scheme Twist. Each player shuffles a tactic from the victory pile into the villain deck. No one has any. Then investigate the villain deck for a tactic, and then tactic enters the city. Okay, we don't have one. I think I want to put the Scheme Twist on the bottom. I do have Digest. Do I want to buy one of these first? I think no. I think I want to try and gamble that I get the 1 and 4 to get the 4 cost that I have, or 1 and 6 to get the 4 cost that I have. So 1 recruit Digest 2, draw a card. Wow, I am a gamer. Okay, so these are each... Can I win? I need to do 16 attack this turn? These are 6 each. So that's 12, 14, 15. If this gets me an attack card, I win. I reveal attack from my deck, draw it, or teleport it. Wow, okay. If I played a 4 cost and a 2 cost card this turn, I get +2 attack. I fight this for 8. After I draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, each player simultaneously passes a non-gray ally from their hand to the hand of the player on their left. That's not going to matter because I'm going to win this turn. Investigate the villain deck for a villain with 1 VP and put it into my victory pile. This one's mine. Alright, I believe we have another very low VP game. That was scary, but I won on turn 13, which is incredibly fast. Let's count some VP. Left side got 18. And the right side got error in script. It can't count it because there's only one of them, but the right side got 3. And 18 plus 3 is 21. I'm just crushing low VP records. This has to be the lowest VP I've ever gotten in a game. 21? That is crazy low. How did this go so perfectly? That's crazy. Like, I did KO a decent amount of stuff for how early in the game this was, but I still had 8 gray cards. The chance of me drawing these cards in this particular order is incredibly low. And then this side was the leftovers. Eventually this Fond of Watum would have done something. Eventually I would have drawn something with Richter, right? Okay, Richter didn't really accomplish much this game. Wong probably would have been a little bit better. Like searing shards of sunlight, yeah. Wong probably would have been better, but I wanted to use Richter. It's fine. I didn't lose because of it. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. Next time we're going to battle number 5. See you guys then.